You know, I think Iron Man 2 gets a lot of flack. I kind of liked bits and pieces of it. I mean, I really like the Mickey Rourke parts. I mean, again, I would pay. I love the Justin Hammer. Some people didn't like that part. I liked his cold kind of businessman there, and you know, I just can't stop asking, you know, where's my Boyd? Where is my Boyd?
Iron Man 2 it's just like everybody, we're boarding the crap train. Everybody, come on in. That's the whistle to the crap train. Like, all you have to do is pay $2 worth of your tolerance, and you can survive this awful movie. It was just like, I loved Iron Man 1, big Iron Man fan, obviously, as said in previous cuts, but like, I don't know if they were resting on their laurels. But okay, first of all, Iron Man in the comic books does not have a good rogues gallery at all. The Whiplash in the comic is not something you want to approach for a real-life translation. This guy has like one of those horse tails like on his head and dresses like he's conducting a 3-ring circus or something, and he's got, you know, boots up past his knees, and his power is a whip, and maybe sometimes it's electrified to make it extra powerful. I don't know what that does, but so in the movie he is a Russian scientist or something, and he's building stuff, and he talks to a bird, which is in Russian is spelled B-O-I-R-D, and it was just it was god awful. And then if that wasn't bad enough, then you get an armored Whiplash with armored things coming out of his arms, whips coming out of his arms, to really darken the day. And it was just, oh my god, it was terrible. Oh, and Rhodey was different, and all of a sudden a super jerk. So that was cool. Rhodey's a jerk, plot's terrible, and robot with whips. And summing that up, 1 + 1 = 1 equals crap-tastic, I guess so. Anyway, so that's it for Iron Man.
I thought it was ridiculous to have Whiplash as a villain, and I still think Whiplash is a ridiculous villain. But Iron Man doesn't have many good villains. A lot of his villains are terrible in the comics. You get the guy with the Mandarin with his rings, and he's gonna get Iron Man all wet with his weather ring and dumb stuff like that. And then you have Whiplash with his whips, and yeah, it's dumb. But they used him in a way that it was just kind of like, all right, here's this angry scientist that's whipping. He lost. Then he went on to help make suits, and Iron Man got to fight other suits of armor, and that was cool.
Same as Iron Man 1. It's pretty sick.
I liked Iron Man 2. Not too many people like Iron Man 2 because of the main bad guy. But, you know, at the same time, it was Mickey Rourke in the movie. And Mickey Rourke is just awesome. He's such a badass with being a Russian, and this is not my word. I'm throwing better.
Iron Man 2 was definitely probably the worst installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's still a great movie. Whiplash was just a meh villain. Hammercorp was like a meh villain, and you started getting all these ties into the Avengers and the Avengers universe, which I think that's why Jon Favreau ended up leaving the franchise, was because he didn't want to deal with, you know, just being tie-ins to this larger universe. He wanted to do something original, which I totally respect that. But it was really cool to have, you know, we had Sergeant Fury coming in, we had Black Widow coming in, and Agent Coulson tying us into, you know, the next Thor movie. And it was just really cool to have all that coming together.
The introduction of War Machine into the mix was good.
You had such good actors in it. Don Cheadle came on over, and Sam Rockwell was in it. That was fantastic. As Hammer, that was fantastic. That dance scene they did. He was on stage, he was going to present the drones.